Hey now. Alright guys, I promised you something good. I promised you a special video, and here it is. For me, finally, here it is. The top 25 comic book back issues of 2012. I think in the interest of time, I'm going to get right into the list. And starting at number 25 is Hulk number 344. This is the first appearance of Malekith. Malekith and the Dark Elves are going to be the main focus of Thor's upcoming movie, The Dark World. This book was super cheap before, and now it's on the uptick. So look out for this. Look out for this book. At number 24 is Captain America number 360. This is the first appearance of Crossbones. He's going to be the main bad guy in the Captain America, the Winter Soldier. I'm looking at the title right there. Okay. He makes his cameo first appearance in Captain America number 359. So if you're gonna grab 360, grab 359 as well. Okay, now with number 23, there's gonna be a tie here, but they're both Valiant issues and they're both number 4 issues. Eternal Warrior number 4 and Exo Manowar number 4. Eternal Warrior number 4 is the first appearance of Bloodshot. He appears in the last panel of the last page. Exo Manowar number 4. This is the very first appearance of Jack Boniface, who is Shadow Man. So this is the first appearance of Shadow Man. Now this book here, it's a post-Unity book, meaning that the print run is so high that pretty much a lot of these books that they're not even worth the paper that they're printed on. But because of it's the first appearance of Bloodshot, it's still in demand, and it's relatively cheap, but it's still in demand and still there's a lot of interest in this book, so it deserves to be on this list. Also, with Exo Manowar number 4, kind of relatively low print run, coupled with the first appearance. So these are two terrific books, and they both deserve to be on the top 25 list. Okay, what do we have next? Come here, you. Miss Marvel number 1. This is the first appearance of Miss Marvel, of Carol Danvers as Miss Marvel. She has a first appearance, but this is her as Miss Marvel. There's a lot of movie talk about her, so there you go. And the fact that this book was cheap, and now it's kind of, it's getting up there. All right, number 21 is Catwoman number 51. I think because Catwoman was probably the best character in The Dark Knight Rises, and on top of that, great cover. And if you look at the bottom, those are the lost numbers. Damn, I'm saying a lot. Now, these are, if you remember the TV show Lost from a few years ago, they use these numbers a lot. And I think the cover, the character, there's really nothing story-wise that makes this book in such high demand as so much the cover. So, okay. Number 20, Omega Men number 3. This is a book that I'm really glad that it's kind of getting its due. For 30 years, this book was pretty much cheap as hell. Now it's getting a little bit more expensive. Movie talk and whatnot is making this character really more. It was already a popular character, but I think the value of the book needed to catch up with the popularity of the character. Okay, number 19, X Factor number 6. This is the first appearance of Apocalypse. Uncanny X-Force storyline made this character extra popular, and people are now searching for his first appearance. And he has a cameo first appearance in number 5, but this is the technical first appearance. At number 18, you have Nova number 1. again, it's a first appearance. It's a look for a lot of the Bronze Age first appearances to be really hot because they're gettable, but they have all the potential to be movie characters. So and he fits the bill too. At number 17, Harbinger #1. This is one of my favorite books ever. One of my favorite issues. One of my favorite books ever. I'm glad that this book is finally rising up in value again. I think it kind of tapered off a little bit in 2000. Towards the end of 2012, but it's still enough for it to warrant being on this list. Okay, at number 16, New X-Men #128. This is the first appearance of Phantom X. Again, Uncanny X-Force is making characters really popular, and this book was super cheap at the beginning of 2011. Now it's around in the $30 range. Okay, now we're getting into the top. Where are we at now? We're getting into the top 15. Okay. Marvel Superheroes #13. This is the first appearance of Carol Danvers. As I mentioned, the first appearance of Miss Marvel, who becomes Miss Marvel. But this is her first appearance as Carol Danvers. Also, this is Captain Marvel's second appearance. Okay. Okay, number 14, Jimmy Olsen #134. This is the first appearance of Darkseid with the announcement of the Justice League movie. All eyes are on Darkseid because everyone thinks that he's going to be the main bad guy in that movie, and the popularity of characters from the Avengers movie. They think that's good. That popularity is going to be transferred onto the Justice League. So that's the book to look out for. Jimmy Olsen, 134. And at number 13, Strange Tales, #180. Guardians of the again. This is Guardians of the Galaxy here. The first appearance of Gamora, who is on the current roster of the Guardians of the Galaxy, who should make her appearance in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Come here. A lot of movie talk. Okay. Where are we? Boom. At number 12, we have Batman #357. The DC New 52 is making characters more relevant. This is the first appearance of Jason Todd, okay, who later becomes Robin, who later becomes the Red Hood of Red Hood and the Outlaws. This book was probably maybe in the $20 range. Now it's jumped up to the $50 range, okay, and it can just keep climbing. All right. Okay, at number 11. Guardians of the Galaxy #1. Now this is from 2008. Now this is the first appearance of this roster, and this roster is going to be in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. More movie talk, okay? And I mean, this book was super cheap before. Now it's really expensive. It's in the $30 range now. Okay, number 10. This is a book that I debated putting on the list, but why not? Luke Cage, Hero for Hire #1. This is the first appearance of said character. I've seen the book really climb up, interest for it, demand, and this book is going for, it's in the $200 range, for like a very fine copy. All right, so this book, I was debating on whether or not to have this book on the list, but it definitely deserves to be on the list. Okay, at number 9, Batman: Vengeance of Bane. This is the first appearance of Bane, who is the main bad guy in The Dark Knight Rises. I think I've seen it go as high as around $70, but it's kind of tapered off, I think, into the maybe $50 range, but it's enough of demand was really high in 2012, enough for it to be on this list. Okay, at number 8, Hulk 271. This is the first appearance of Rocket Raccoon of the Guardians of the Galaxy. And this is his first appearance in the regular Marvel Universe. Again, this book was chilling in a back issue bin, and now all of a sudden this is the hot book. You know, from Hulk 182 to Hulk 340, no one cared about those issues in between. Okay, but now there's another book to care about. Okay, at number 7. Marvel Premiere number 47. This is the first appearance of the Scott Lang Ant-Man, and the Scott Lang Ant-Man will be the main character in the Ant-Man movie whenever that's coming out. Okay. Number 6. You know what? It's again, we have a tie, but then again, I think I'd be remiss if I didn't mention all the issues associated here. We have Captain Marvel number 20. We have Captain Marvel number 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, and 33. Now, if you're going to focus on books, if you're on a budget, I would say in order of importance, focus on 26, then 25, then 27, and then 28. Now, really quick, with number 27, well, I'll tell you what. Number 25 is the second appearance of Thanos, and this is he's in like a panel cameo, and number 26 is his second full appearance. And with number 27, the cool thing about this one is this is the first appearance of Death. Okay, Death is a person, it's a character. And you know, at the end of the Avengers movie, spoiler alert, where the guy goes to where he talks to Thanos and goes to court to go against the humans is to court Death, and Thanos gives that little grin. Well, he's in love with Death, who is an actual person. So if you watch that scene again, and you really know the meaning of it, you'll enjoy this scene so much more. Okay? Now, we're getting into the top 5, baby. We're getting into the top 5. We're getting into the top 5. We're getting into the top 5. But before we get into the top 5, I think I might pause for a break just in case this video runs too long, so... Okay, but before we get into the top 5, I want to do some honorable mentions, and these were harder to do than the actual into the top 5. I think I might pause for a break just in case this video runs too long, so... Okay, but before we get into the top 5, I want to do some honorable mentions, and these were harder to do than the actual list of main books. X-Men Manowar number 1. I thought this book would be a lot higher, and a lot more in demand than what it is. It's not. I still love this book. This is still one of my favorite issues, along with Harbinger number 1. But I had to take it off the list because the demand wasn't there. Captain Marvel, Marvel Superheroes number 12. This is the first appearance of Captain Marvel. This is the premier cosmic Marvel character. Again, I don't think the demand was there. I think the demand is there, but there's still so much more potential. Okay. Detective Comics number 411. This is another popular book for 2012, but I think this book was already popular right along with Batman 232. You know, so I didn't see that much of an increase in price and demand. Me personally, I didn't see it. Okay. Marvel Premiere number 15, first appearance of Iron Fist, Luke Cage's partner. Again, I think there's going to be a huge demand for this book in the future, but not right now. And last but not least, 141 X-Men 141 and 142, the Days of Future Past. Yes, this is going to be the main storyline featured in the next X-Men movie. This has always been a popular book, and I didn't see that much of an uptick in demand yet. But these books will be really, really hot in the near future. So Now we're getting into the top 5. Now we're in the top 5, and in the top 5, starting with number 5, is Marvel Preview number 4. Now, this is the first appearance of Star-Lord, who is the leader of the current roster of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Are you seeing a pattern here? Huh? Okay. This book was really cheap. Now it's really kind of expensive. Number 4 of this book super surprised me. Daredevil number 111. Again, a really cheap book at the beginning of 2012. Not so much now. I've seen a book in this similar condition go for, unslabbed, ungraded, go for about $200. Okay, that's crazy. Freaking crazy. And so, ergo, it deserves to be on this list, especially in the top 5. Okay, number 3, Marvel Preview number 7. The first appearance of Rocket Raccoon overall. Hulk 271 was his appearance in the regular Marvel Universe, and now this is his overall first appearance. There's so much potential with this character. Kids, this is like the type of character that kids could just totally gravitate to and just go nuts over. Okay, if Marvel plays their cards right, they have another, they have a huge franchise on their hands with just Rocket Raccoon alone, let alone the Guardians of the Galaxy. And speaking of Guardians of the Galaxy, at number 2 is Marvel Superheroes number 18. Now, this is the first appearance of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Not the current roster, but the Guardians overall. Okay, and this book sent people just scrambling. Alright, so this is another book. Be out on the lookout for. All of these books are gettable. Okay, you can find these books. I think if you search hard and long enough, you'll be able to get them at a really good price. Alright, so be patient, but just keep looking. And with number 1, I think you might know what it is, but let's see. Do you know? Do you know? Okay. Number 1. Of course, it had to be this. I mean, this book was already popular. It could have went the way of X-Men 141 and 142, but there was just so much interest, so much demand. The price just went so high for this book. I mean, people were paying near mint prices for mid-grade copies. Okay, that's how popular this book is. And I mean, Iron Man 141. Jeez, man, I'm freaking. Okay, stop. Invincible Iron Man 55. And the fact that, and this is the main bad guy in the future Avengers movie, and I think he'll be the main bad guy in the Guardians of the Galaxy. So, Thanos, the first appearance of Thanos, alright? And the fact that he appears in in Iron Man, who is an Avenger, that could be a main factor too. But this book this was the hottest book of 2012. This kicked off the summer movie, the summer of the back issue, okay? And thank you so much. I had fun showing these issues off to you. I hope you had fun watching, even if you didn't agree. I want to hear your feedback. I want to read it. I want to see it. I don't care. I just want your feedback, okay? So, thank you for watching this. Thank you for going along with this. Thank you for going along this ride with me. Okay. Thanks for watching.